Listen, man, I just got a call from Ronnie, and he said you better drop a like on this video right now, or that NBA 2K21 park that you saw will be taken away, and we'll be back at the same old park for the third year in a row. I wouldn't take the risk. If you are looking for a point guard build and a center build that have the maximum number of badge upgrades possible for their respective positions, then you have come to the right place. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Choc, and you guys already know what time it is, man. I'm coming at you with another banger video. You guys know how we get down. Now look, in today's video, as you guys can see by the title, I'm going to be bringing you two different builds, one at the point guard position and one at the center position, that have the maximum number of badges for the position. The center build has 68 possible badge upgrades, and the point guard build is right behind it with 65. And I'm telling you guys right now, these are the highest possible amount for either position and the highest amount in NBA 2K21. So if you guys are looking for a build that has a crazy number of badges, that way you can dominate NBA 2K21, you have come to the right place. So look, without further ado, I'm going to put you guys on to how to make both of these glitchy builds. So we're going to start with the center build. Now look, the center build has 68 possible badge upgrades, but the only problem with the center build is it's not going to be as good as the point guard build. The point guard build is a legit competitive build. The center build, you're going to have your work cut out for you a little bit, and you'll see why very soon. So look, for your pie chart, you're going to go ahead and take the big green small blue pie chart, okay? So not the 50-50, you're going to take the one that's a little bit more green. It's like 60-40, all right? So you're going to go ahead and select that pie chart. That's going to be the pie chart that gives you the most badges. For your physical profile, I always tell you guys it's preference, but I'm going to tell you to go ahead and select the speed physical profile because I feel like speed gives you the biggest advantage versus your competition. Fast is everything, and I'm telling you guys, you don't really need strength. Vertical is cool, but trust me, go ahead and take that speed pie chart. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can get the most possible badge upgrades, and obviously you can change this around as much as you like to make this build work for you, but this is how you get the most badges in the game. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead, you're going to max out your inside scoring. That's going to give you 23 finishing badges, which is a ton. Moving right along, you're going to go ahead and max out your shooting, which is going to give you 27 shooting badges. All right, so you are already at 50 badge upgrades with finishing and shooting alone. Right after that, you're going to go ahead and max out your playmaking, and that's going to give you 17 playmaking badges, bro. 17 playmaking badges is actually insane, and you are currently looking at a build with 68 badge upgrades, which is the most for any build in NBA 2K21. You're going to have 65 attributes left over, and you can put that on whatever you want. Obviously, this is a center build, so I would make sure you get your rebound up because otherwise you're going to be in trouble. This is kind of like a joking build, all right? You're not going to be able to play good defense, unfortunately, but you're going to be an absolute menace on the offensive end. And again, this is just so you can get the most badges. If you like the concept behind this build and you wanted to go ahead and like take down your playmaking, you could easily upgrade your defense in order to make it like a more legit and usable build. But I'm just putting you on that way you guys can see how you get the most possible badge upgrades. And the way you do that is by maxing out the first three categories. So like I said, you're going to max that out, and that's going to give you 68 badge upgrades. For your body shape, it does not matter, whatever you prefer. I'm always going to tell you to go burly. And for your height, listen, this is my rule for centers in NBA 2K21. If it's over 6'10", throw it in rice, bro, because you are going to be so slow. You see the speed on these centers right here. It's too slow to be a competitive player. So look, I would not go anything higher than 6'10", bro. I'm just telling you guys, that's my motto. That's how I'm looking at it. But do whatever you want to do. If you want to be a little inside presence, since you already can't play defense, you want to be a 7'3" tank, then be my guest. And for this video purpose, I'm going to be a tank. I'm going to go 7'3". I'm going to go max weight. At this point, we're just going to be a tank. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be a big body in the paint. And I'm going to select that post scoring takeover. And as you guys can see, we have created a back to the basket big. Similar to Jokic. Like I said, this is a Jokic-like build, bro. All offense, no defense, but 68 badge upgrades, guys. I'm telling you, that is absolutely insane. So looking at this, it's actually wild because you can get every finishing and every shooting badge in the game. You can basically have every badge possible, and you're still going to have upgrades left over because that's how many badges this build gets. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it with the max badges. I'm going to go ahead and have every badge in the game just for fun because I think it looks cool. But look at that. You have every finishing badge, and it's going to be the exact same thing with shooting. You can get every single shooting badge. So I'm telling you, yeah, while your defense is going to be whack, offensively, you could really be a juggernaut on this build because you have every badge that you need when it comes to finishing and when it comes to shooting. And then don't forget you have 17 playmaking as well. I know that's very slept on because it's a primary finishing and shooting build, but you're still going to have 17 playmaking, which is a lot, fellas. I mean, especially for a center build, that is a lot of badges. As you can see, you could get every single playmaking badge as well, and I think that's just absolutely crazy and insane to look at. But yeah, guys, there you see you have 68 badge upgrades on your center, and I think that's absolutely stunning. It is the highest you're going to be able to get in NBA 2K21 for any position, and that's just absolutely nuts to me. Alright, so while the center build is a little bit questionable on if it'll be usable at the highest level, this point guard build isn't. I'm telling you guys right now, with 65 badge upgrades, this point guard build is 100% going to be a usable and competitive build in NBA 2K21. 61 badge upgrades, guys, is absolutely ridiculous. And the beauty of it is, it comes out of the same pie chart. The primary, shooting, secondary, slashing. It's something about that pie chart that's giving you a lot of upgrades this year. For your physical profile, it does not matter. Like I said, I'm always going to tell you what I would personally do, and that's putting on the speed physical profile, just so you can be a little bit faster. Speed is everything in the game. So look, it's the same type of concept. You're going to go ahead and max your finishing out. That's going to give you 21 finishing. For your shooting, you're going to go ahead and max your shooting out. That's going to give you 27 shooting. For your playmaking, you're going to go ahead and max your playmaking out. That's going to give you 16 playmaking. So right off rip, you guys already see this is a 65 badge player. 65 badges on a point guard is actually wild. And then you're still going to be able to max your lateral or max your perimeter, and you'll be able to get away on the defensive end. Most people are going to be running one badge defensive players anyways, so you're going to be able to get away with that. So you have 21 finishing, 27 shooting, and 16 playmaking, which is actually an extremely good spread. And obviously, if you want to give up any of that in order to improve your defense at all, you can, but this is just how you get the most possible badges out of it. So look, for your body shape, it does not matter. I'm always going Burley. 86 is the speed with ball to speed boost, but you don't necessarily need to do that because you can get it going with Takeover, but you can go 6'3", 6'2", doesn't really matter, whatever you personally think. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at 6'3", minimum weight, minimum wingspan. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave the wingspan in the middle, leave it at normal, and then you have all these takeovers that you can choose from: shot creating, sharp, slashing, playmaking. It doesn't matter. Pick whichever one fits your game the best and go forward with it. And as you guys can see, you have built a scoring machine, guys. You have created a scoring machine build, 65 badge upgrades, the highest for any point guard in NBA 2K21. And I'm telling you, being able to have all those badges is going to put you at a supreme advantage over your competition. The only question mark is going to be that defense. But if you're somebody who's not looking to run defensive badges anyways, if you're going to be playing with a lockdown defender, if you're going to be running threes and you don't need it, this build is going to be good for you, bro. I'm telling you, 65 badges is actually a ton, man. It's not even comparable to any other build in the game. And like I said, same type of concept with the center. You literally have the ability to get every single badge. Now, obviously, I wouldn't do this, but I mean, come on. You cannot tell me that doesn't look sick. Just having every single badge looks wild, and you're going to have Hall of Fame shooting as well, which I think is a competitive advantage. You're going to have every shooting and every finishing badge. Not a lot of people can say that, man. Not a lot of people that can say that they have a build that can have every badge at shooting and finishing. But if you guys decide that you want to make this build, you will be able to. Obviously, you wouldn't need to waste things on stuff like ice and veins and stuff like that. I'm just showing you guys that you can, or pump fake maestro either. Please do not put either of those on, and if you do, don't you dare say that I told you to put them on, because you know I didn't. But look, you go ahead and max that out, max out your hot zone, max out your green machine, and boom, you have every shooting and every finishing badge. Now for the playmaking, I'm not even sure if you can max it. I don't believe you can, but you're quite close. You are literally one off. So you have the ability to almost max out the badges for 3 different categories. You cannot tell me that that is not a demigod spread, bro. 65 badge upgrades on a point guard is literally nutty, and no point guard that you're going to be playing is going to even be able to come close to what you have. It's actually nuts. And that, my friends, is the end of today's video. As you guys can see, that is the point guard and center build with the most badges possible on NBA 2K21. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. And listen, man, I'm going to be super active this year, so be sure to sub to the channel. That way you guys don't miss any of the banger content. And also follow me on Twitch at Choc. I'm going to be streaming there a lot this year as well. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, it's your boy Choc, and I'm out. Peace.